since I had to do this back to school night recording for my district, I thought, why not talk to the rest of the art teachers out there and see what your philosophy on art education is. I like to base most of my lesson choices and most of my lesson planning on this grid that I've created. Make this grid through one of the Art of Education classes, so if you have not taken the curriculum course through Art of Education, I would definitely recommend it. It was very helpful in planning and organizing your lessons. What you can see in front of me is a basic chart to try and touch on every material that I have available to us in my art classrooms. So each lesson isn't necessarily written in stone. So when I get to the middle here for ceramics, I tend to change the ideas every year. The basic premise isn't that they make a fish. The basic premise is that they do something with a slab. So we do change that idea. Some years they make fish, and some years they make masks, and some years they make, whatever. The thing that they make isn't as important as the exploration of the material is, in my opinion. You do see there a little color-coded nonsense going on. That's, of course, because I'm an art teacher. You guys would probably understand the color coding. I like to use my color key to help me figure out if I've touched on different art history items, if we've talked about, technical skills for using the materials. There are other ones, principles of design. Which ones have the principles of design that are focused on? Which ones are more elements of art? Those kinds of things that we're trying to focus on as art teachers. It's always a work in progress. There are some things that I've crossed out because I've decided, no, I didn't like that, so we're going to try something else. But this, I feel, will give you a good idea of what the entire breadth of your curriculum is looking like. If you don't have a specific plan or a specific goal set in front of you, you can't really find those holes. And there are always going to be holes where you've missed something. So it's important to be able to see it all. For me, as a visual person, for most of you, as a visual learner, it's going to be important for you to see it all in one spot so you can see where the holes are. It's nothing to be ashamed of that you're missing something. Please don't look at it as something that, oh no, I'm really lacking in this, and oh, this is awful, I don't touch on this item enough. This is the time to reevaluate. This is the time to start putting those lessons and putting that practice in place so that you're creating a well-rounded curriculum and your students are getting all of that important information in one spot. So if, in my case, I teach them from kindergarten to 8th grade. So I really am blessed in my scaffolding because I know in kindergarten they've done this, this, and this. So if they've done this, this, and this in kindergarten, when it comes to 1st grade, I can layer in this, this, and this, and that scaffold starts to build, and that ladder to the success of the materials and the projects start to build a little bit. So for me, I'm really set. It's a tremendous gift for me to be able to teach them from kindergarten to 8th grade. I wouldn't have guessed I would have said that when I first started to move into the middle school years. I was terrified to move into the middle school years because, oh my gosh, they're so big. They're just a lot bigger. But, the minute that you realize they might be taller, but they're still kids, that's the minute that you can reach them. And I know that they think I'm crazy. They think I'm the goofiest person, and I'm sure they roll their eyes at me all the time when I do the same techniques that I used in elementary school. But Cassie also says, you know what sticks? Silly sticks. So the sillier you can make something, the sillier the kids think you are, it's stuff that sticks in their head. Yeah, they laugh at me. Do I care? No, I don't care. I laugh at myself. If you can't laugh at yourself, then, you're missing out on a lot of funny stuff. Because I tell you what, I do a lot of funny stuff during the day. This is just, a basic look at the curriculum. I'll try to make some more videos as we go along to narrow things down as to like a fiber section so you can see why we do the things that we do and how those little lessons build on each other. But I think this will be a good start for you. If you want to give this a try, just start writing down your grade levels, writing down the topics that you're trying to work on, and fill in the ideas in the chart to see where your curriculum is lacking.